Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good morning to you all. This is a repetition class for DC024. So today I would like to teach you about the how we can understand about the repetition control structure. So actually for the control structure, for this repetition have two types. First is control counter controller, and then the second type is a sentinel control controller. Okay, I would like to share with you all my tablet screen. Okay, so we already learned about the sorry, you can see my you cannot see my screen, isn't it? So I share you on my screen. Okay, first share my screen first. Tab window entire. Wait, I need to select my. Okay. Indicator. Okay, testing. Can you listen my voice? Can you listen my voice?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay. So today we will repeat to know about the repetition. Okay, we have a few new slide here. I create it. Okay, draw the black one. So the repetition, how to control this repetition. Okay, two ways to control. First is using the counter controller. So the type is counter controller, and then for the second type is sentinel controller. So what is the difference between this type repetition controller? Okay, the first is we know how many to repeat, but for these things for the sentinel controller we don't know, unknown how many to repeat. So how we need to stop? So stop repeat when meet condition. Okay, let's say n not equal than 0. So when user press 0, so that repetition will be stop, because that is 0. So unless the user input the n is 1, 2, 3, so that is we continue repeat. But if the user enter the 0, that will be stop. Okay, but different for the counter controller. Let's say n less than 3. So here the condition will be continuous count. But before that we need to know what is the starting of the n value. Let's say you put it 0. So that's mean for the n is equal to 0. So n less than 3, say true, 1 true, 2 true, 3 false. Okay, so for the false, the stop, repeat. Okay, all right, so hopefully you can understand for these things. Right, we look at for the structure. Okay, look at for the structure. Wait, I find my file first. Okay, so this is my comparison between counter controller and then sentinel controller. Know how to many to repeat, so we know how many need to repeat. Okay, no, but this one is don't know how many to repeat until I meet the stop condition. Okay, stop condition. And then for example, for the counter controller we need three component to control the repetition. First is initialize, so this is a initialize. Okay, maybe you can set 0, okay, or anything, and then you can name that a variable of the initialize. Okay, maybe I, and then I equal to 0. That means the starting value for the I is 0. So actually I is the counter. Actually I is counter variable. Okay, the I is a counter variable. And then we need to set the expression, or we call condition. Okay, syarat. The purpose of this condition is to evaluate a value at the meet with a condition or not. So you need to think what is the suitable condition we can write on that while or for a condition. So let's say we put I greater than 4. Okay, can you see I is greater than 4? So on over there they have some problem. Wait, I don't know. Right, I greater than 4. So we look at for the I greater than 4. Is it true? We can, is it correct? We can use this condition. Class, can you respond for that condition? Actually, we cannot accept for this condition because the I is greater than 4. So that means the starting of the I need to be more than 4. So if you set up for the I is equal to 0, so the first step will be false. Okay, I 0 is greater than 4 is false. For the first step, repetition is wrong, is false. So we cannot set for the this condition unless you set for the I is 10. Let's say you set 10. So 10 is correct. 10 is greater than 4. Correct, true. So we can go for the next repetition. Alright. So for the now, we just maintain for the I equal to 0. So for these things, we cannot accept it. Okay. So let's say we change the rational symbol to the left. I less than 4. So that means the value of I is 0. Less than 4 is true. So true. So we can use this condition to do the next repetition. Okay, we go next. About the updating value. As you know, we have a 3 component to control the repetition. I is initialize, C is control, condition, and then U is updating. Alright, for the updating, so you need to think how that counter can self update. Maybe increase or decrease. Maybe increase in 1 or 2 or 4 or what else, or reducing. So this is a famous formula. We are using it. Okay, or the others variable name you can use. So make sure you are using the same variable name. N equal n plus 1 or I equal I plus 1. So you can use this formula to updating or the counter value. So let's say in this example, we are using adding by 1. So starting from 0, okay, starting from 0, so starting from 0, this value will be updated to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we look at for this condition. I less than 4. So when the value updating until the 4, so 4 is false. 4 less than 4, that is false. So repeat, stop. Okay, hopefully you can understand it. Okay, this is a format for the repetition for the control, sentinel control. Firstly, you need to write the initialize. Okay, initialize counter. So this is a constant value we need to declare. The first, before you start anything, you need to declare first I equal to 0. Okay, repeatedly I mention you can use any variable name. not necessary you are using I, or maybe something, or you can use a name counter or count. So make sure you are related with a question asked. Okay, what is a question using for that counter name? And then condition, why we are using why. Okay, or for. This is two controller of the repetition, why or for. So format for the why, you need to write the condition here. So you need to write why I less than 5. Here you are using 4. So if you are using 4, let we count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So only only 4 repetition occur. So this is wrong. So you need to make a correction. Actually they start until 5. So 5, so include 4, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times. Okay, so very careful for this, using the number of the condition, because you will lose your repetition numbers. And then after you are settled down for the condition body, this is a condition body. Condition body, so everything inside that's the y body, y body, you need to tap inside, and including for this I equal I plus 1, tap inside. So that's mean every that component inside the y body. Okay, what is happen here? What is happen here? You may add any input, process, or sometimes you need to produce an output. Or sometimes output inside here, outside there. Okay, that is depend on the question need. But this is how we write that. Okay, this one that's mean you repeat for that process, input process and then output. Then after that you need to write ny. Okay, ny, and then stop. So look at for this example. Enter number 5 times. Enter number 4 5 times. Actually have a 4 5 times. So actually we need to enter, let's say this is output, enter number. So you need to enter here. So here is input box. Okay, and then you need to enter maybe 22, 23, 50, 20, 40, 20. Okay, now wait, is it true? How many to repeat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So actually the repetition will be stopped here. No, stop here. The repetition we need to stop here. If you starting with 1, so you need stop to 5. So if you create I equal to 1, so I less than or equal 5, you can write here. You can write something like this, or the otherwise I equal to 0, I less than 5. Okay, right, you can see this, how we can manipulate these two starting initialize and then a counter condition. Okay, here is a table. You can check your answer is correct or not, okay, by using this table. So I is less than, okay, I is equal to 0, and then need to inspect, okay, inspect or evaluate either I, the value of I is less than 5. So the answer only 2, true or false. Okay, so the value of I now here is 0, so that is true. So you need to proceed to enter the numbers, and then updating value, update value of what? Value of counter. So now that value of counter will be updated using the formula I equal I plus 1. So you just replace the I value is 0 and then plus 1. So the I value now is 1. So this will be go for the next. Look at if we draw this flow chart. Okay, starting, okay, I equal 0, and then have evaluation to decide is it true or false. I less than 5. So if true, okay, that is we process to enter number. After done process enter the number, then we updating the so we change the location. Enter number. Okay, after enter the number, you need to update. So I equal I plus 1. So after this, the arrow of the command will be returned to the to evaluate. So the I value already update here. So that will be continuously happen a few times. Okay, until that is false. Here is true, this one is false. False, that means that the I value reach to the 5. So 5 less than 5 is false. Okay, so whenever false, the system will be stopped. Maybe they have a several process will be happen before that stop. That is a depend on the questions, but this is a form of a flowchart of or the command flow. Okay, hopefully you can understand it. Okay, try to do this exercise and then submit to me via the WhatsApp. Okay, try. I give you 5 minutes to do this exercise. Calculate 5 area of rectangle. Class, can you listen? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So the question is calculate 5 area of rectangle. Okay, you have a 5 minute. I need to wait your answer, and then you can submit to my WhatsApp, or you can just share screen. It's better you send to WhatsApp. I can share your answers. Okay, do it now. Okey, dah siap eh. Boleh hantar ke WhatsApp saya. Mana ni? Tak hantar lagi. Hantar eh? Boleh. Hello? Tak ada hantar lagi. Tolong hantar eh? Hello. Kelas. Macam mana ni? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hantar. Sikit je, takkan lama sangat masa nak ambil. Baru seorang hantar. Lagi? Mana lagi? Baru seorang. Mana? Tak ada orang hantar lagi. Hello? Tak lama sangat nak buat ni. Satu je. Halo kelas. Halo. Izam. Mudah je hantar snap gambar, hantar ke WhatsApp je. Lama ni menunggu ni. Sikit je soalannya. Calculate 5 area of rectangle, tu je. Seorang je baru hantar. Kau buat apa ni? Kan saya suruh minta you on video webcam. Nak tengok tengah buat apa. Ni Fakih seorang je hantar. Aduh, hai. Orang lain tak nak hantar Bukan susah pun. Okey lah, kita tunjukkan jawapan dulu. Okey, jawapan yang mula-mula tadi yang ni yang dijawab tu input ni awak tak tahu kan? Salah ni. Input ni, input tu ada width dengan length. So ini dah betul, tapi input tak ada. Sepatutnya ada enter dengan length. Okay, ni betul. Print area. Print area. Dia nak repeat calculate area until 5 times. Dia tak nak tahu berapa jumlah area. Kalau awak letak area di selepas Y ni, so dia akan print area yang kelima sahaja. Okay, dia akan print area yang kelima saja. Just print area 5 sahaja. Sebab dia NY. So sepatutnya anda letak di sini. So setiap kali repeat, dia akan paparkan area bagi setiap input tu. Faham So katakan repetition pertama dia akan print area. 2 pun sama, 3, 4, 5 dan seterusnya. So kalau you letak pada lepas NY, so dia akan display satu sahaja. Okay, itu adalah kesilapan lah. So yang ini start dengan 0, habis dengan 4. Betul lah. Ini cukup lah 5 kali. Tu ada 2 lah kesilapan yang perlu anda perbetulkan. Boleh tengok ni? Boleh dengar?
Boleh sir.
Boleh sir.
Alright. So yang seterusnya, ini pentingnya kita check jawapan you all. Kalau you tak hantar, macam mana saya nak tahu you faham? So kita lihat di sini pula. Ini dekat mana pula yang betul dia? Ini terlalu simple, tak ada Y, tak ada dia punya initialize, tak ada ni Anis ni. Condition dia tak ada. Display 5. Anis, ni kita dah nak habis SEM dah ni. Ini hanya kita tulis dalam IPO. Okay, dalam IPO. Dalam algorithm, okay, kita dah kena tulis nama variable dia. So display area of rectangle. Okay, saya kena tulis macam tu. So nampak banyak yang miss di sini Anis. Pertama sekali, benda ni tak ada. Okay, ni tak ada. Updating value pun tak ada. Update pun tak ada. So untuk repetition, saya dah beritahu. Okay, ICU ni wajib ada. Untuk counter controller kena ada. Okay, so semua Anis ada nak cakap apa-apa? Sebab ada silap banyak ni. You tak faham banyak ni. Mana kesilapan anda ni? Boleh on mic?
Ada ICU.
Okay, so itulah yang penting sekali bab repetition kan. So sini senang aja. kita nak tulis. Okay, start. Kemudian initialize, kita buat I equal 0 and then y I less than 5, and then bila kita masuk ke dalam, enter apa, width. Okay, width dan juga length. Lepas tu baru kirakan dia punya area equal width times length, and then print area. So seperti yang saya beritahu tadi lah, dia punya expression block ada dalam tu. Kemudian update value I equal I plus 1. So dia akan update masuk ke atas tu. Lepas tu barulah n y stop. So cerita dia dekat sini, dia akan updatekan nilai tu. Okay, alright, seterusnya kalau kita buat flowchart, ini kan initialize dulu. Okay, lepas initialize, okay, kalau dia true, dia akan enter dulu. Okay, enter. Lepas tu dia akan proses. Okay, lepas proses dia akan output. Okay, lepas output dia akan update value. So nampak gaya tak boleh guna ke bawah ni, padam balik. Dia kena tak boleh guna tepi, kena sini sebab panjang pula proses dia. So ini kena input, ni kena true input, and then dia proses. Lepas proses output, lepas output dia akan ada tu. Okay, dia ada updating value di sini. So barulah dia boleh naik ke atas. Okay, so kalau dia false, so dia terus exit lah. So benda dalam tu anda isi sendirilah. So saya nak cerita di sini, mula-mula initialize. Okay, initialize. Lepas tu dia punya I less than 5. Lepas tu kalau dia true, dia enter 2 tu tadi. Kemudian dia akan proses untuk kirakan area area. Lepas tu barulah print area, kemudian I equal I plus 1, dan dia akan patah balik naik sampailah dia false. Okay, sampailah dia false. So false, dia stop. Alright, ada soalan tak yang tanya? Ada soalan? Halo? Ada soalan? Halo kelas? Jannah?
Sir, kalau macam sebelum apa tu, sebelum dia punya NY tu kan,
ya.
kalau macam tak ada situ, macam ada tulis situ, kira betul ke salah?
Yang mana tak tulis?
Yang bawah print area tu.
Kalau tak tulis tu tolak 2 markah. Dia kesalahan besar sebab kalau tak ada I equal I plus 1, dia salah besar sebab itu adalah repetition dia. Yang ni yang paling penting ni. Ni. Biasanya markah dia lebih ni, yang ni. Sebab dia lah yang akan buatkan updatekan value untuk I. So kalau kita check kalau kita check dia punya ni. Okey, tengok I Saya startkan dengan I yang di atas ni dulu. Ni. Oops. I ni dulu. Okey, I. So nilai dia kosong. Lepas tu Y. I less than 5. Lepas tu dia punya input dia lah. Okay, input dia width, length. Kemudian dia ada formula dia, area. Lepas tu dia display. Area print. Yang ni adalah proses yang berlaku dalam repetition tu. Tapi yang kita nak satu lagi, I equal I plus 1. Yang ni yang kita kisah. Yang ni yang kita kisah. Yang proses tu tak apa. So jadinya bila I tu equal to 0, so sini akan check, evaluate I less than 5, true or false? True, sebab dia 0 kan. And then dia akan jalankan proses di sini. So I tadi nilai dia kosong, tambah 1 jadi 1. So dia akan updatekan nilai 1 ni. I ni dia akan update. So nilai dia jadi 1. So 1 di sini. So next step is dia evaluate lagi sekali. I less than 5, true or false? 1 tu. 1 true. Okay, 2 true. 3 true. 4 true. 5 true or false?
False.
Dia akan jadi false. So bila false, anda akan tulis stop, repeat. Okay, ni 2 3 4. So dia stop lah. So apa sahaja yang keluar di sini, itulah input dia, output dia. Ini sini. Itulah proses dia. Saya dah tunjukkan satu kitaran yang penuh bagi counter controller. Lepas ni next class kita akan explain about the sentinel pula. Yang saya dah tunjukkan IPO dia, saya dah juga tunjukkan pseudocode, saya juga dah tunjukkan flowchart, saya juga dah tunjukkan table ni. Okey. Table pun saya dah tunjuk. So table tu mungkin ditanya, mungkin tidak. Kadang-kadang soalan tanya apakah output bagi repetition yang ketiga. So kalau anda tak buat yang ni, tak dapat cari. So anda kena tahu cara bagaimana menggunakan table ni. Okey, itu sajalah untuk hari ini. Saya ucapkan terima kasih. Sila buat ulang kaji dan dan tolong okey, tengok kita punya drive kelas. Saya dah pun postkan soalan. So harapnya you all boleh mula menjawab. Okay, soalan dia tak banyak pun. Dan tolonglah hantar awal supaya saya boleh semak jawapan-jawapan you all. So kalau kita tengok ni repetition questions, mula-mula tu basic je lah. Mula-mula tu. Lepas tu lama-lama kita akan tanya lebih detail ya. So silalah jawab dulu. Biasakan flowchart pseudocode. Flowchart pseudocode. Okey. Dan untuk maklumat lagi, kita akan ada ujian ujian praktikal test nanti. Okey, pada masa kelas. Itu saja untuk hari ini. Terima kasih saya ucapkan. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, sir.
Salam. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Alright.